Hello, welcome to Yoda Soda Creations, a podcast script from the search of it. Stuck with everything out there recent.
Yeah, finally back to Saturdays for the next couple weeks. Yeah, and I actually managed to get a stream in this week. Yay! So yeah, honestly, not much going on. I'm currently at the apartment by myself right now because my cousin and his wife went up to visit his mom. So yeah, there's that. Also didn't have work yesterday. That's why I was able to get a stream in. I actually planned on getting another stream in today, but I kind of lost track of time. So yeah, maybe tomorrow or Monday. We'll see. My mom's coming over tomorrow to hang out, so might watch some videos with her or something. But yeah, other than that, not much going on. Actually made myself a pizza for dinner today. Yeah, nice cauliflower crust with a white sauce, olives, mushrooms, pineapple, and spam. It's actually pretty good. As for the game stuff, so I actually found out that I guess I could have sworn that the guy at the Nugget Bridge at the end is like, "Oh hey, you beat these 5 trainers. Here's your reward. Join Team Rocket. Join Team Rocket. You don't want to join Team Rocket? I'm gonna fight you." For some reason, I thought that like if you lost the fight, you could go back up to him and get another nugget. But no, it's just like you lose the fight, and it's like, oh, okay, fine, whatever, go along. Like, okay. I mean, it's weird. That's like Yoshi, when you lose a fight, it's like, no, fight me again. But yeah, yeah, it's weird. Maybe it's something. Maybe it's something they patched with the when they ported it to the Virtual Console. I don't know. Seems like a minor thing to fix. Oh, crud. Um, I just realized that if that was a bug that got patched, I'm not too sure. Or maybe I'm misremembering that bit, and it wasn't a thing you could do. But like, here's hoping I can still do the trainer fly glitch. Otherwise, I might have to do some save shenanigans and use a ROM of whatchamacallit, ripped from the actual GBA version. We'll see. Actually, I should probably experiment with that, like just to see if it even works. Okay, that's something I might do. Other than that, I've actually been checking out the catalog for the local library and like all the branches connected to it. That like the whole catalog. Like, ooh, they have so much stuff. And actually, the in Portland they actually have a DVD set for Angel Beats. Like, oh wow, that I'm surprised that series is out of print. It's like, okay, if I want a ripped copy, I might go that route. Like, usually I'm all about, oh yeah, support the official release, but when you can't really buy it for a non-extreme price anymore, in my opinion, that makes it fair game. But yeah, that's basically my week. Have a couple busy days next week, and then another Friday with at the moment 0 people. So who knows? I could get next Friday off as well. Also started buying Christmas presents because I mean, hey, it's October. It's getting close to time, sort of. It people have lists that they put up, and they have stuff I can buy, so I'm gonna buy that stuff. So yeah. Yeah, the whole library catalog thing. I was up till 4 last night. It just browsing. It's like, yeah, I may have overdid it a bit. But to be fair, there's over like 900 pages, so yeah. Anyway, um, ow, 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 ow. How was your week?
Anything to be concerned about?
Huh?
Was that something to be concerned about?
What? Oh, if it was like me saying, ow, I just got a shoulder cramp.
Hopefully that works out. Anyway. This makes sense really than I would have wanted. I managed to get my launch backlog out of the way. We're going to details of one of them later, but for the other, could have sworn there was Liam Neeson for a moment.
Hmm.
Just trying to be a good impersonator. Let's see. Where was he? Took care of a bit of the situation. But so I have to remember next time. To bring password starts the password in when I'm scheduling an appointment or something. Weekend out of the way. Might need to make an adjustment to scheduling later down the line, but let's see where that comes.
Okay.
Few things that we can catch up, but thankfully those are taken care of. Probably something that's a mystery of something I should be able to purposing at one point. These are pretty running pretty good though. Set for previous switch things.
Right.
Thankfully, I managed to get the sheet done despite having to do it in 2 different sessions. And another possibly, hopefully, last week, we just 2 heads in one household. Start at situation from earlier this week without any mistakes or possible.
Mm.
Catches.
Okay. Right, so only one video this time around. And actually, after this, only one more episode of Chapter 5 remains. Then presumably we'll be back to Owl House, unless there's like special Halloween themed stuff. In which case, that. So. Right, the episode basically has like two plot threads going on. On one hand, Pip finds this flower that makes hooves really, really shiny, but also smells really, really bad. And the other one, it's like I believe Sunny was looking for stuff from the Bright House, before from when it well the lighthouse from before it got destroyed in the movie, and like she and Zip come across this map. That's like, huh, interesting. We should investigate. And it's like, so for the shiny stinky flower, it's like, ooh, ponies like shiny things. I can market this. And so she does, like, ooh, shiny, smell. And of course, with stuff like that, it starts a whole viral trend online. It's like, yeah, that seems about right. But the people at Main Melody, you just like, just roll with it. Like, okay. But then it gets to the point where it's like, we should probably tell her. I'm okay. Need to stop recapping. Point is, if something your friend is doing is becoming viral online for like not so great reasons, you should probably tell them. So depending on how bad it is, they might just take it in stride. Yeah, like, because some people are like, Oh, oh, huh, okay. But yeah, if you see something that'll possibly upset a friend, something going on that it might like end up upsetting the friend should they find out about it, it probably best like to rip the bandage off quicker rather than later. Also, the whole map thing. Not sure we got a real resolution for that one, but I did visit the breezy shop again, and like, ooh, your hooves stink, but you have this shiny map. Here, have this amulet. Something, something. You are not alone. You have friends. Yada yada. It's like, okay, sure. Oh, and yeah, Opaline's planning on going to the Dragonlands, basically taking, enchanting all the dragons, taking them over. Yada yada. Also, apparently they have two entertainment rooms, though one's filled with spiders. So, yeah. Oh, by the looks of it seemed like Misty was just thinking of an excuse off the top of her head, like, "Oh, I was in the entertainment room, east or west, east." Okay, good. The other one had spiders. We should probably clean that up. uh, and Misty's probably like, "Wait, we have entertainment rooms?" But yeah, another good episode. Setting up future plot points, future conflicts, just future stuff in general. So it's like, okay, we have the mystery amulet, the map, the impending invasion of the Dragonlands. So yeah, that's like three future plot points that might come up maybe next chapter. I thought it'll be next episode because like that'd be yeah, it's only one episode. That type of stuff seems like it'd be something that would be covered over a couple episodes. But yeah, that's fine. Setting stuff up for future parts that's perfectly that's actually great. Means more to look forward to later on. Also, apparently, like I guess the map and Sparky are linked somehow, cause like yeah, when in the vicinity of each other, it's like, oh hey, Sparky is not exactly glowing, but how to put it? Kind of uh like a wavy glow effect. It's like mm, mm, mm. That's the best way I could describe it. Yeah, Sparky and the map both had that going on, so it's like, okay, there's a connection there. So maybe map to the Dragonlands. I mean, it's like kind of convenient that they would have something like that if that's what it is. But hey, it's like if it is, then they'll I guess figure out how to be able to figure out how to get there. Because like, yeah, they were there before, but that was due to Door Ex Machina. Or this X door, whatever the MacGuffin door from last time, or not last time, but like the time before, the two-parter. Like, oh hey, the Dragonlands. We have no idea where this actually is located. At least I assume they don't have any idea where it's located. I mean, apparently, like the dragons have just been asleep ever since the magic got sealed up. So yeah, that's a thing. I guess dragons run off of ambient magical energy. I guess. Like, okay, we're learning stuff. But yeah, it's a good episode. More setup for future content. And yeah, no complaints like usual. It's like very solid and yeah. What did you think of it?
Hopefully, I'm using this terminology correctly. The plot twist. Bit of a common thing, both real businesses as well as film and television too. Examples that come to mind include Orange tree works with a less than pleasant odor.
Hmm.
And then there's probably some people can think tofu to good taste once you get past the aroma.
Yeah, the durian. Uh, okay, yeah, I can kind of see the comparison there.
For me personally, I'm surprised I actually managed to surpass that point quite easily.
Yeah.
I'll just say this: when they started throwing the challenge trend, thank goodness laundry pots weren't involved.
Oh, uh, yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Or at least the majority way of usage, as some as official ads will challenge a person's resistance to switching over.
Mm-hmm.
Slice over here, but thank goodness the kind of ingredient could be mixed in because yeah, that's quite a loss.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, only one more episode left of this chapter, and then we wait.
Thank goodness I did end in the early stages of the flip side. Can't help but read some people's comparisons with that when that came up. Which some people thought season 2 much.
Hmm. Yeah.
Another case of thankfully not turning into basic throwaway. last time it was just been here, but we'll see what that leads for I give any form of confirmation.
Yeah.
But yeah, they definitely managed to maintain the balance between Sounds like on the mystery element.
Yep. Okay. So, getting into the news. So yeah, surprise, surprise, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 is getting another update. Like, the game still lives. Yeah, it's like, you think they'd, I don't know, like, move development over. No, the fighting game might be a different team. Probably a different team. Or, yeah, it's like, as far as I can tell, there's like 3 Dragon Ball games that are like still in like somewhat active or supplemental development. Xenoverse 2, Kakarot, and Fighters. Yeah. It's probably gonna be like Gohan Beast Mode and Orange Piccolo or something. For the unless they unless they already did that. Let me just check the DLC list. No, they already did that one. It's because they're celebrating its 7th anniversary. Okay. Festival of Universes, new battle mode, new awoken skill, some DLC character free trial. Okay. Okay, that's fair. Like, it, okay. So I guess we're gonna be getting a PS5 Slim, essentially. Microsoft's purchase of Activision Blizzard has received received a thumbs up from Taiwan. So yeah, that's a thing. Crunchyroll to stream Kaiju number 8, Spice and Wolf, The Unwanted Undead Adventurer, Seventh Time Loop, Sengoku Uyoko, and more. Let me get the full list here. Okay. Okay. Right. Also, the Crunchyroll finished its merger with Right Stuff, so yeah, that entire catalog's now on the Crunchyroll store. Toei Animation announces the new Dragon Ball Daima anime. Dragon Ball babies! Alternatively, Dragon Ball GT taken to an extreme. It's like, oh, it's not just Goku that's transformed into a kid. Everyone's transformed into a kid. Because
Or if you want to make another stretch, Dragon Ball meets Baby Looney Tunes.
yes, Dr. Stone New World Anime's second part gets same-day English dub. Okay, cool. Crunchyroll adds the Idol Master Million Live anime to the fall 2023 season lineup. Castlevania Nocturne series to get a second season. Crunchyroll to stream Power of Hope Precure Full Bloom anime starting on Saturday. So we have the new voice of Mario and Luigi in Super Mario Bros. Wonder, Kevin Afghani. Quote, incredibly proud to have voiced Mario and Luigi in Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Thanks to Nintendo for inviting me into the Flower Kingdom.
And speaking of voice actors, we won't be highlighting recent quote-unquote drama that Tara seems to be going through. Because in
Yeah.
comparison to things like Bill Cosby years ago or anything similar, this is kind of small potatoes. Or at least kind of feels like it, based on source.
Yeah. Ooh. Dynamite Entertainment will launch comics based on Thundercats in February 2024 from writer Declan Shalvey and artist Drew Moss. Later comics based on WBIPs include Powerpuff Girls, Space Ghost, Johnny Quest, The Flintstones, and The Wizard of Oz. Cartoon Network and Adult Swim president and Michael Oweline on a possible return of Symbiotic Titan in the future. Quote, never say never. Doug's sequel, focused on Doug and Patty as kids, is in early works at Disney Plus. The untitled Avatar: The Last Airbender movie will release in theaters in 2 years. Inside Out 2 first trailer will reportedly release next month, according to World of Real. So many people have been laid off from DreamWorks Animation as part of an overall cost reduction. Kung Fu Panda 4 will be produced entirely in-house. For context, DreamWorks Animation is shifting away from producing films fully in-house at its Glendale, California studio, and rely more heavily on third-party studios as part of cost-cutting measures, according to Cartoon Brew. Kevin Feige says Marvel's tradition for every release is the cast, producers, director, and I will drop in on an opening night showing and watch the movie with the fans. He also says that even after 32 movies, it feels like we've barely scratched the surface with the MCU. Craven, Craven the Hunter was originally pitched as the main villain for Spider-Man No Way Home, but the writers were told the character was unavailable until Sony established him in a solo movie. Typical. Hayden Christensen says, quote, "It's been really remarkable the support that I've felt from the fans. It has just been amazing. It's a hard thing for me to define for you in words. It's meant a lot, and it's why I get to come back to Star Wars and do more with this character." SAG-AFTRA's Duncan Crabtree Ireland says the studio still maintained that, for example, for some new actor being hired on an MCU movie, that on day one they can say, "You have to sign over the rights to your digital replica for the entire franchise." You would be expected to say today that I'm signing over my digital replica for movies not even imagined yet that are going to happen in 15, 20 years from now. He wouldn't have any right to say that happens, and he wouldn't have any right to get paid for that at digital replica's use. How is that fair? The writers for the Scott Pilgrim anime say they would have considered recasting the whole series if any one actor declined to return. Quote, "The enduring friendship between the cast has led us here, and it's beautiful." An AI algorithm has been used for Cyberpunk 2077 to emulate the voice of actor Milagos Exek, who died in 2021. The company says they had the family's permission to reproduce his voice with AI. Like, okay, AI is kind of a touchy subject. However, if it's used with permission, and only in the things that it's actually been given permission to be used for, then like, okay, all all parties have agreed to it, and like, okay, that's still kind of but okay. Best Buy plans to stop selling physical media such as 4K Blu-rays and DVDs possibly as soon as end of Q1 2024. A Halloween cinematic universe has been envisioned to potentially launch over film and TV. Miramax has won the bidding rights according beating A24. DC Comics announces that after being absent for 14 years, their Elseworlds comic imprint will return next year. The relaunch will begin with 6 announced titles: Gotham by Gaslight, The Kryptonian Age, from Andy Diggle and Leandro Fernandez; Batman the Barbarian, from Greg Smallwood; Dark Knights of Steel, All Winter, from J. Kristoff and Tirso Kans; Green Lantern Dark, from Tate Bromball and Werther Dell'Edera; Batman Nightfire, from Clay Mann and Seth Mann. Ah, two of Dr. Wily's most infamous robot masters. uh, and DC vs. Vampires, World War V, or World War. Okay, I was gonna say 5, but Roman numeral 5 is V. V for vampires. Like, from Matthew Rosenberg and Otto Schmidt. A bipartisan bill named the No Fakes Act has been introduced to protect actors, singers, and others from having their voice and likeness become AI generated. If passed, the act would hold people and companies liable if they produce or host such digital replicas without consent. Yay. Ooh. AMC CEO Adam Aaron has been caught in a blackmail plot where he sent sexually explicit images and messages in a weeks-long text exchange with a woman who tried to extort hundreds of thousands of dollars from him using fake identities. Earlier this year, Disney was caught inserting digital scans of background actors into their film Prom Pact. Disney and other studios have been digitally scanning background actors and are now using their digital likeness in various movies and TV shows without payment or permission. Netflix's animation unit is set to be restructured, including layoffs and the shutdown of 2 films currently in pre-production. The streamer is now looking to acquire films from third-party producers rather than producing more in-house. A live-action adaptation of Yu Yu Hakusho releases on December 14th on Netflix. Okay, here's hoping it's good. Like, okay, One Piece was good. And Yu Yu Hakusho, okay, not nearly as wacky. But, like, here's hoping that they have, like, here's just hoping it's good. Because it is a good series. Dan Harmon says he once met with Zack Snyder about a Rick and Morty movie. Quote, he was just like, is there any way I can help get that movie started by using my Snyderness? Oh god, no, keep your Snyderness away. Ah. Star Trek Prodigy has been saved by Netflix. Season 1 launches on Netflix later this year, and Season 2 will release in 2024. Secret Invasion had Kyle Bradstreet working on the scripts for a year until he was fired. During production, it was weeks of people erupting at each other and vying for supremacy. good portion of the team on the series was then replaced. Marvel Studios' TV efforts have faced internal criticism for the following: lack of central vision, not giving writers creative oversight in post, a fix it in post attitude, film executives running the shows, and shooting 150 million plus seasons on the fly. As such, Marvel Studios plans to make the following changes. Shows will now have proper showrunners that write pilots and show bibles, and a focus on multi-season serialized TV rather than limited series. Hell, I would have just taken the first change, and that would have been great. Like, have a plan for your show, have set rules for the universe, and like a general idea of where you want to take it. Marvel found that Daredevil. Oh, um, sound like you were going to say something?
Sounds like that because of this report. Marvel and DC seem to have leveled out at this point.
Yeah. Unfortunately. Oh, speaking of DC, so not actually related to any movies or anything, but turns out on October 23rd, Jason Momoa is going to be showing up at the Safeway across the street from me to sell his vodka.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's like, weird. Okay, showing up in a Safeway in Vancouver, not exactly the first place I would have imagined someone like that popping up to sell his vodka. I would have assumed like maybe somewhere in Portland or Seattle or like a big name city. I mean, Vancouver's okay, but it has like same name syndrome where it's like, for example, if someone says Portland, most likely you're thinking Oregon and not Maine. Whereas opposed to Vancouver, if someone says Vancouver, usually the first thing they think of is Canada. Yeah, nothing related to like anything on this list. It's just like something interesting. Marvel found that Daredevil Born Again wasn't working because it was more of a legal procedural than that did not resemble Netflix's version's action and violence. Cox wouldn't have appeared in costume until episode 4. In related news, Marvel's let go of all writers and directors for Daredevil Born Again, as the series will get an entire creative reboot. I mean, that's fair. Like, if we want Marvel legal procedural, we have She-Hulk for that. The Across the Spider-Verse ending with the Spot returning and Gwen reuniting the Spider People were both added 6 weeks before the film was finished. So, production budgets for 2023 DCEU films: The Flash at 220 million, Aquaman 2 at 215 million, Shazam 2 at 125 million, and Blue Beetle at 104 million. None have been profitable so far. Yeah, definitely not helped by the fact that as of that one announcement, none of it really matters. Like, oh yeah, those movies, like none of it's canon. Like, it, Aquaman 2, why bother? It's not gonna be leading up to anything. Oh yeah, so speaking of which, None of the Justice League stars from the DCEU will return to reprise their roles in James Gunn's DCU. Ooh, speaking of Jason Momoa, he allegedly came drunk to the Aquaman 2 set dressed like Johnny Depp. He also tried to get Amber Heard fired, but at the time, Elon Musk had a litigator threatening to burn the house down if Heard didn't get the return. Although he may not be Aquaman anymore, but he has engaged in talks to play Lobo either for Superman Legacy or in a standalone film. So it's like, okay, potential backup plan. Michael Myers, Jack Skellington, and Alan Wake have been added to Fortnite. Gwyneth Paltrow uses her Oscar as a doorstop. Quote, works perfectly. Frickin' celebrities. MCU, The Reign of Marvel Studios, a book by Joanna Robinson, Dave Gonzalez, and Gavin Edwards, is available for pre-order. The book follows the rise and reign of Marvel Studios through more than 100 interviews with actors, producers, and directors. Will Ferrell has been spotted being a DJ for a frat party. Hey, cool. Like, you do you. Ah, there we go. For some reason, the first time I clicked on that link, it linked to the Has-Been Hotel cast announcement. Which is weird, because it's not even anywhere near that one, you know? Like, weird. But yeah, I'll get to that in a moment. Disney Plus password sharing crackdown begins November 1st. You may not share your subscription outside of your household. Okay, so I better get finished recording Owl House. Okay. Oh, writer of Bambi says that the Disney remake will have to change the heartbreaking scene of the mother's death because today's children and parents are too sensitive to handle it. Seriously? Today's children and parents are too sensitive to handle an animal being shot. Today's children and parents, when we have like at least one school shooting a week. Whatever.
In other news, animators are still having trouble with YouTube algorithms in terms of their audience ratings.
Ah. Okay, heading over to the other site.
Or was it appeals? Ugh. I had to.
Yeah. Scott Pilgrim official trailer has released today. So okay, that's cool. I'll check that out after the show. Got a have the Happy Day in Hell trailer for Hazbin Hotel, and we have the voice cast. So Erica Hen- Erica Henningsen is Charlie. Stephanie Beatriz is Vaggie. Blake Roman is Angel Dust. And Keith David is Husk. I don't know who Husk is, but heck yeah, Keith David. Also from the press release, Amir Talai is Alistair, Alex Brightman is Serpentius, Himiko
Yes.
Glenn is Nifty. Himiko Glenn. Wasn't that Izzy? Glenn.
From the pilot film.
Yeah. Okay. Christian Borle is Vox, and Joel Perez is Valentino.
Finally, Brightman's getting a bit of a step up after years on stage.
Yep. The Marvel's early box office prediction is 50 million to 75 million domestic opening, pre-sales 72% behind Quantumania. I mean, that's fair. It's we're kind of like at a slow point in the MCU. It's like because like yeah, just setting up the new status quo and all that. Archer Into the Cold 3-part true season finale event, series finale event. All 3 parts will premiere on December 17th. The first 5 episodes of Goosebumps 2023 are now available on Disney Plus and Hulu.
Speaking of which, Tiana's gonna be there coming the new year. Joyce Sherry of
Yep.
Midnight Mass fame will be lead writer and director for the series.
Mm. Got the official teaser for South Park joining the Pandaverse on Paramount Plus on October 27th. LeVar Burton will host the National Book Awards ceremony, replacing Drew Barrymore. It's like they say, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Uh, the one who won the stupid prize was Drew Barrymore, of course, by playing the stupid game of, oh hey, yeah, I don't need those writers.
That and good choice for replacement. If anyone remembers reading Rainbow,
Yeah, like excellent replacement. Ooh. Okay, yeah, this is I think new, maybe or like early today. Um, yeah, Michael Caine has confirmed his retirement from acting, which I mean that's fair. He's like 90, so that's a good stopping point.
it's another time of change in terms of room of talents, star power age, and things like that. So seems the right time. God looks at the Brooklyn 2099 and Kuma suits for the Spider-Man 2 game. And speaking of hot new talents, first poster for Michael Mann's Ferrari starring Adam Driver.
Okay, switching over to the gaming forum. So Sonic Superstars releases in just a couple of days on the 17th. Hopefully that'll be a good Sonic game. Usually the 2D ones are pretty good. It's the 3D ones that get kind of sketchy.
Gee, I wonder if they're still giving the Egghead repetitive one-liners.
Yeah. Got an announcement trailer for Troublemaker 2, which is a indie Yakuza-like set in Indonesia. It'll be coming in 2025. For what system? Or is it PC? Or okay, Steam. It's at the very least coming to Steam. Okay, interesting style. Apparently, the first game released earlier this year had like 90% positive reviews. So, okay.
Steam and PC, that's usually the territory when it comes to most indies.
Yeah. Ooh. Mountain Dew is bringing back Halo Game Fuel with a Halo 3 themed playlist and Mountain Dew themed map in Halo Infinite. Also, actual drink, I suppose. Like, okay, citrus cherry. Sounds good. Like a combination of regular and Code Red. Matt Mercer is the voice of Vincent Valentine in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, I believe. Yeah, the second one is Rebirth. Okay.
One of those dragons for Lemony soon to be included in a new toy set.
Epic Games says that it will continue to give away free games from 2023 forward, plus improvements plus improvements to the store and more at Unreal Fest 2023. Ooh. Also, slight warning: if you have an AMD GPU, the latest driver can get you VAC banned in Counter-Strike 2. So yeah, just slight warning there.
Over 10 new customs and rewards for Open Pony players throughout October.
Lollipop Chainsaw Repop game design changed from remake to remaster.
Second current classic series and story release. 2-page preview for Black, White, and Blue, which was highlight, which is a highlight for New York Comic Con.
Hideki Kamiya says he can't legally work for a year in the same industry after leaving Platinum. Yeah, non-compete clauses are just not good.
All the one the race to the Roval, 2 Mustang to 10.
A Stardew Valley concert has been announced for 2024, with 14 cities announced across 6 countries. Earth Defense Force 6 coming west in spring 2024 for PS5, PS4, and PC. Eh,
CVKC Holiday Train schedule release. 20th anniversary. Benefiting food insecure. State Guard Muggle Hall nears completion. First area, passenger cars in the flesh. rock top, picking up the pace. Here to shoot on Vale from New Jersey Transit. Couple shades, because K-15 repairs finally underway. The activities have to be sent for its completion. 47 meals per ton. Here is some primer applied. Top of seen at the wharf. Possibility open the possibly be back in steam. Just in time for Christmas. Here I reached the Human River at the Mary Valley Bridge. Trends happening for next. Coming months in Wellington. And dark closest with figure out distance from the of. Scott Binkley from the for Travis Tritz. Michael Chilaro. The Chef TV host. Dick Rock, if we are social fix. Surgical volunteer, Shop Fours. Benedictus. Turn to 100 Acre Wood. Given, Blue Beetle, Justice League, co-creator Rocket. Lally, Heroes, More Combat, Red Dead Redemption. Background art, Lost in Space. Terry's Ginger, Portland Trailblazers, 60 Olympic champion. James Lee, Prince of Premier, 5 years of 80s, Melody Assembly, Prince of Urban, 75 to 86. It's Chris Bronze and Fisk Coats. From early Superman from Media.
They actually, I rolled back the video a bit because they didn't quite have enough.
So like I said, so I just schedule later on. What's my offline ducks are back in order.
Right.
So this version from earlier does get to into catchy territory. And if there's any more issues with machines or system. And start. Just around, get this shit right, and hopefully see you next week. Take it.